9:20. All right, happy Friday. I want to start off with a stretch. Mr. Joe's going to help us out. You know, Mac?
Joe, you got underwear on today?
Yes, I know.
Filming him? Oh shit. Edit that out, Scott.
All right, thanks, Joe. All right, fun fact today, and it pertains to what I'm going to talk about, actually. The average person spends 2 weeks of their life waiting at a traffic light. So, as you all know, or as we all know or realize, we're way above average when it comes to waiting at traffic lights. So, I can't put a number on that, but if the average person is 2 weeks, we are probably upwards into like a month or 2 or 3 months waiting at traffic lights. Which will bring me to what I'm going to talk about today, intersection observations. It's been very, very high. We've been talking about intersections now for the last week. And once again, we've been doing a lot of observations. We've been doing very well here in regards to accidents, injuries. We want to keep it going. But some of the things we came across in our observations done by various people, not just me or anybody else, is first and foremost, space cushion. All right? A lot of times when we're at a light and we're parked at a light at an intersection, whether it be here or at the light to leave the building, et cetera, we know we have to be somewhere. But regardless, space cushion is designed for us to have a space, so if something happens, obviously, to the car in front of us, we're not going to get stuck there for the next 2 hours, especially if he breaks down. If you put yourself in a box, you got to expect the unexpected, right? And being in a box with somebody too close to their back end could only cause bad things in regards to them breaking down or them not moving. So we always want to make sure we have at least a space cushion. Count 1, 2, 3. That brings my second one. All right. As far as counting 1, 2, 3, it wasn't a high on this one, but it was a risk for a couple. Basically, if you put your car in park, you know, it's not standards anymore, but it's all automatics. But the old way was like you had a stick shift, way back when for people that have been here, and you would basically put the brake on. By the time you would release that brake and put it in the first gear, it would be 1, 2, 3. It's almost the same thing with an automatic now. You put it in park, you pull it down, release the brake. That's like 1, 2, 3. And that's to give the person ahead of you that extra couple seconds with the proper space cushion for you to proceed. The last thing, I talked about briefly on Monday, was basically going through the intersection, and it's big, and everybody does it because it's instinct. It's looking left, right, left, even though the light is green. So we're making the turn, we're following people, but it could be anything on our left side. It could be a guy that lost his brakes. It could be someone not paying attention. It could be anything from the left side that we don't see coming, because if we're not looking, we're not going to see it. So even though we're going through an intersection and we're turning right or we're turning left, you want to be sure that you check the other side. Just, glance over your shoulders. And a lot of people do it, but that's something that's, you don't realize how important it is until something bad happens. And even though the chances are, and it hopefully never does happen, there's always that chance. So you always want to clear that intersection to be sure that you look left, right, left. All right, so the 3 things I talked about basically were looking left, right, left, even though the light is green at the intersection, space cushion, and following distance. All right, with that said, I have a little recognition I want to give out before we head out and head out on our Fridays. I want to thank everybody for a good week this week again. We did great on the exceptions. We did great on the missed. And it's a good way to end the week. Let's end the week strong. All right? With that said, I want to start with 20 years of service to Mr. Mark Stevens.
Yeah, Mark. I'll do some work today.
29-year safety for James O'Brien, Jimmy O'Brien. Not here today. All right, so
Yeah, Jimmy!
We'll do it again on Monday, and make sure we get him on Monday. One last thing, once again, check the intersections, check left, right, left, and watch your following distance. Everybody have a safe ride.
Bobby Lipless.